Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. How about now, guys? Testing one, two, three. Am I back? Is the volume good now? Much, okay, cool. Yeah, I see what was wrong. It was going off the wrong mic there. Testing, testing, testing. One, two. All right, cool. I don't know what the deal is. I am working with a new setup here. Uh, Facebook, Kevin, what's up? Missed you last week. Yep, had some technical stuff. 64 in Michigan, no sound here. Yes, hear the testing. Okay, cool. Video frozen. Screen's frozen. Video is frozen. Great. All right. Well, the new setup may not be the greatest. Can hear you great. Okay, so sound is good, but now video is down. Huh. Weird. Audio is okay. Video frozen. Okay, no sound. Let's see. Big Mike says he and Blakely are watching on the big screen. It's funny you should say that, Big Mike, because that was one of my new setups. I'm watching y'all on a big screen too, and it's not working. So, not sure what to do about that. I don't know why the video would be frozen. That's kind of weird. Well, anyway, I told you we had some technical difficulties. That's why we weren't here last week. But apparently we still have some. Apparently we're still having some right now. All right. Well, we're just gonna continue since everybody can hear me. I can see. I'm getting the chat. I'm assuming that the video may unfreeze itself when something catches up with whatever it's trying to catch up with. Okay, I see. Let me run. Oh, I know what. I'll try to run something. There's the social media links. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook, and we will get this worked out, I promise. Sounds good. Okay, good. You can follow us on other platforms. They're being run on the screen right now. Don't know why the video is frozen. Yep, that worked. Let me hide it for a second, and then that's working. Oh, okay. Social media came up. I'm being informed. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Yep, I'll go ahead and start. I mean, I'm just going to let it go. You know, y'all know what I look like by this point. All right, let's get started. This is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday once again, and obviously we still have some technical difficulties to figure out, but we'll figure it out. But we'll go ahead and go to a question, see if that does anything. That may help it get unfrozen. So I'll go ahead and get started with the regular questions. We'll see what happens, because I'm going to put that on the screen. Question number 1 for today is from Charles. That's working. Columbia Park car, total info from the VIN tag. It's a gas cart. Someone in back history clipped lots of wires. Now I need a wire diagram to track down everything. It won't start, but will turn over forward only. The Columbia issue adds to the confusion. Yep, question came up, video's frozen. Huh, I don't know. That is weird. Anyway, what was the person's name? That was from Charles. An old Columbia Park car where the wiring diagram is all cut up. Well, this is what I would do. I would go to, as a lot of you know, I'm not opposed to giving out other golf cart web addresses if they have useful information. And if I was looking for useful information on a cart that old and needed a wiring diagram, one of the first places I would go would be to vintagegolfcartparts.com and check out their wiring diagrams. And they have a history write-up about Columbia, and it may be able to help you figure out what year wiring diagram you're looking for. About a 30-second auto lag on Facebook from what it's on YouTube. Let me see what it's doing on Facebook. Larry La Cucaracha, what's going on Facebook? William Moore, what's going on? Sorry the video's frozen, guys, but I do see you, and everything else seems to be working. William Moore says it's 85. Hey Tim, 85 cloudy and getting ready for a storm in Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. Well, be careful in the storm. All right, number 2. This is from Tim T. My charging light is still blinking fast, but the batteries sound like they are bubbling. Should I stop the charger? It's an easy-go charger. Tim T. I wouldn't stop the charger until you put a voltmeter on it while that bubbling's going on. Put a voltmeter on your whole pack and see what's going on. See what your voltage is. Because you should be getting up toward the end of, if they're bubbling, it should be toward the end of the charge cycle. And did you tell me what kind of cart? It's just an easy go, so it could be 36 or 48. 36 volt cart could be all the way to 48 volts before it shuts off. And a 48 volt cart could be all the way to 60 before it shuts off. I did that, Mike. That's how I fixed the audio. Was I unplugged the camera and plugged it back in. Remember when I first started, the audio wasn't working. So, if you think I need to do that again, maybe I will. Maybe I'll try that. I'm gonna unplug the camera and plug it back in, guys. So give me a second. Testing. All right. And we'll see if the camera comes back up. Testing. I still got my audio, huh? Video cam. Boom. Oh, that didn't do it. Okay. Yep, got up. All got audio. All right, cool. Yeah, video still frozen. I can see the video. I mean, I can see it's frozen. David Irwin, what's going on, David? Having a little problems here, David, but we're going to continue. We're going to work through it. Wiring diagram number 3 is where we're at. That's from Robert. I'd like to verify the harness connections to the solenoid valve. I'm doing a complete rebuild, and I started was from a chassis. This cart had no components whatsoever, so I made the purchase initially. I recently purchased the Eco battery bundle for a G29 and the Drive 2 with the 51.2 volt amp hour battery in the bundle, and this point is a verification of the wiring connections on the Trumbella solenoid. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful day. Number 3. Robert, which wiring diagram do you need for which controller? Because I can tell you this, if you have an Alltrax has a very good website, alltraxinc.com, and Navitas has a good website too, and there's going to be a wiring diagram there specifically for Yamaha G29 drive for your year. So I would go to the Alltrax site and look at their wiring diagrams. They have lots of good documents there at the Alltrax site. Alabama Air Gunner, what's going on, sir? We got a little problem with the video here today, Alabama Air Gunner, but we're going to work it. We're going to keep going because I don't know what's going on. Number 4. From Walter. Hello, I have a Club Car 48 volt charger. I think it's bad, but not sure. If I connect a volt ohm meter to 2 of the 3 prongs on the charger output, should it give me a voltage reading? The answer to that question is no. Right now, it's reading about 1 volt DC. I'm assuming it should read more than 48, but not sure if this thing needs to be connected to the batteries to register any voltage at all, or if I can simply read it when connecting the voltmeter directly to the output plug. Thanks for your help. It is amazing to me how often I do get that question. Remind me later on that. I get that question a lot. I don't know why I went all the way to 7. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? I was supposed to go to 5. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go to 5. I say I'm getting confused with this big screen. Actually, was I supposed to do 4? Yeah, I'm supposed to do number 4. Oh, that's what I did. I flipped it up. Let me look at number 3 here. Yeah, from Robert. I'm supposed to do number 4. This is from Carrion. My E-Z-GO won't charge. I checked the voltage on the cart side and got 36.9 when I metered the pins. I took the male charging plug apart to check the negative side contact. It was slightly bent and looked like it might have disengaged when plugged in. So I straightened the contacts with the needle nose and plugged in while still apart. The contacts pushed away from the negative side. The fuse on the front of the charger is not blown. I don't know what else to check. Any ideas? Capacitor in the charger was replaced about 3 years ago. I don't know how to check that part. Thanks. This is number 4. All right, if you got 36.9 volts, that's plenty of voltage for you to turn your charger on. Okay, Carrion. So just to make sure, just to eliminate the connection in your charger receptacle where you're plugging it in, you need to try that charger on another cart. That would be the easiest way to do it. Now, if your car is a 48 volt E-Z-GO, that might be too low. So that could be your whole problem too, Carrion. I didn't think about that till just now after I reread some of the stuff here. So yeah, that could be too low for a 48 volt. So I need to know which one is that, 36 or 48. And you might have to charge those batteries up individually. Still have audio, video froze. Keep her going. I will. I'll keep her going. Chevy Man, I just got new Crown batteries, 48 volt, and water system for my 2009 EasyGo RXV. That's up to you, Chevy Man, if you want to use that water system, but I don't really like that. I usually don't recommend that to customers. I don't recommend that water system, but that's up to you if you find it convenient. Rob Cedar waiting on Tropical Storm Debbie here in Clemson, South Carolina. The TXT was a 2007. Been a while, Tim. MJ done. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, and now I come back after 2 weeks, and I got another problem. Got a video problem. Delayed because of Debbie. Kurt, you might want to elaborate on surge water effects. Surge water effects on lithium batteries and dangers of fire. Yeah, I got somebody sent me some pictures of a house that burnt down. Was that Jeffrey? Was that you? Yeah, that was Jeffrey sent me that. I mean, it does happen, but the picture Jeff sent was lead acid batteries. It wasn't lithium. Bruce from Westfield, Wisconsin. Just of Derby in Florida. Jeff, I'm just got no, I'm not mad at you. What's going on, Jeffrey? I'm just I'm distracted by this huge screen I'm trying to work with and the fact that the video is not working. So sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Ron Bush, hello from Peoria, Arizona. Where am I at? Yeah. Okay, we're good on Facebook. Still rolling, but the video's not. That's crazy. That was 4. And number 5. Fish, what's up, Fish? Don't forget to give a like. I know it helps, David Irvin. What's up, Fish? Yeah, we're having some video problems here today. Video's not running, but we got audio, so we're going. So thanks for stopping in. This is from, I guess that's Raul. My wife just purchased an 2008 EasyGo. The charger was not working, so I replaced it. I also replaced the electrolyte in the batteries with Epsom salt water. The batteries charge, but the charge does not last long. When testing them with my Harbor Freight tester, they test okay/weak. Would this indicate the batteries are bad or the motor is overdrawing? No, it would definitely indicate that the batteries are most likely on their way out. It's very unlikely that the motor is overdrawing. Gene Hansen, 2 weeks in a row, not good. That's correct. I agree, Gene. Yep, 2 weeks in a row. Last week we couldn't even do it because of some electricity problems. Ayman was having some electrical problems at his house and couldn't get everything done in time. And now I'm having a video issue. Number 6. This is from Bruce D. I have a 36 volt EasyGo with batteries that are a little over a year old that won't charge completely. The charger clicks on and charges for several hours, but when it clicks off, it's nowhere near fully charged. The maximum amount charged has steadily dropped over the last year. Any help would be appreciated. Bruce D. Okay, my question is, how do you know that, Bruce? How do you know it's not fully charged? Like, what are you basing that on? Because I mean, there's technical ways to figure that out, using, you know, the hydrometer with the bubbles and everything in each cell of the battery, and then there's an easy way to just see if it's getting up to 60 volts or whatever use 36 volts, probably about 48 volts before that charger shuts off. Then it is getting fully charged if it's doing that. So, but if you're basing that off of one of those little cheap meters on your dash, I wouldn't do that. They're notoriously inaccurate. Yeah, I'm looking around on my screen. The video was working when I first came into the room, and then it all of a sudden froze up. All right. Wants me to help him with his car. It's a 2016 E-Z-GO TXT. He said reverse works normally, but forward goes really slow. I'm going to test his batteries, but if they check out, what else? Well, I can tell you this, Fish, in a 2016 E-Z-GO TXT, that's going to be a 48 volt TXT. The device in there that is responsible for forward and reverse is the controller. So, and I can tell you this, I have seen a controller that was half speed reverse. I've got one in the box over there because I labeled it from years ago, half speed reverse. But that doesn't mean that there can't be one that's got a half speed forward going on. It, also is what I'm saying. So, but anyway, the controller is what switches the polarity to the motor to change directions. So if you're having a problem with one of those, it's very likely that it's going to be the controller. But yeah, definitely test his batteries first just to get that out of the way. Chevy Man says probably camera needs update. I'll have to check that out. Did leaf springs and shocks on 2007 gas. 0 room to get top shock mounts. Yep. Yep, I've run into that before. I've ended up having to take the front body off to get to that nut before. D-Max, what's going on, man? We having a little video problem, but we're gonna muddle through it. Half speed forward happened to my DS. It was a micro switch. Well, you sure that was half speed forward, Rob, or was it half speed reverse? Because on some DS there was a half speed reverse deal in one of the micro switches. Tina Wilson on Facebook. What's going on, Tina Wilson? Sorry, we're having a little video problem here today, Tina, but audio seems to be working, so we're going to just keep going. But thank you for stopping by. Okay, number 7, or did I do 7? Club Car 48 volt charger. I think the charger's bad, but not sure. If I connect with the ohmmeter, the chargers should give me a voltage. Nope, that's the one we did a while ago. It's reading about 1. Not sure if it needs to be connected to the batteries to register at voltage at all, or simply can read it at the charging plug. Yeah, I read that question earlier by mistake. So yeah, that's Rock Dog. Going on, man. Sorry about the video. Yeah, that charger is DC activated, so it has to be plugged into the cart in order for it to turn on. So it's not going to turn on until it's plugged into the cart. All right. Went 7 miles per hour and forward, cut the green wire to the reverse micro switch, and it fixed it. But I have full speed reverse. Okay, there you go. I got you. Number 8. Yeah, we're probably going to get out of here early today so I can figure this out for next week. From Gibson, I do have some pictures, by the way. Hopefully they'll show up. Jeffrey, I'm going to show your pictures that you had sent me. Jeffrey sent me some pretty cool pictures of a really cool custom job. So that's the pictures I'm going to show. I have a Yamaha G29 limo lifted. I'm looking into the Eco battery bundle that comes with a DC converter and this circular battery meter. Are those parts interchangeable with other lithium-ion batteries such as Trojan or other brands? I don't feel like having to replace all those parts if I ever need another battery, and I'm not happy with the Eco. Thank you for your time. Well, let's see, Gibson, the warranty is huge, so I don't think you're ever going to need another battery. You know, I wouldn't even be thinking like that. So, but as far as compatibility goes, I would bet you if you talk to other lithium companies, they would rather you not do that. And I wouldn't want to do anything to tamper with a warranty in case you ever had a warranty issue. So if they recommend only using their battery gauges, that's what I would do. That way, if a warranty issue does come up, then all they don't have anything that they can call you on to act like it was your fault. Greg Elliott says you'll love Eco. Yeah, I talk to people all the time since we sell them that have them, and I'm not getting any bad feedback at all on the Ecos. Stephen can hook up a voltage meter to the batteries and plug charger to see if it shows charge. Yes, that's really the only way or the easy way to do it. Don't put your voltage meter on your charger. Put your voltage meter on your batteries, or a battery in your battery pack. Then plug your charger in and watch your voltage meter. If your charger comes on, you'll see it because the voltage will start rising. All right, that was Gibson was number 8. Okay, so now I'm gonna do number 9. Fish said he thinks my solenoids is clicking on my computer. That's what's wrong with my camera. Well, I guess it would be the solenoid's not clicking, I guess. But yeah, you could be right. I'm gonna have to fix that solenoid. Donald Hahn, 2010 48 volt EasyGo TXT, chattering when no torque on motor. I think it's input shaft. It could be. It could be your, normally I would say chattering 2 different boards. It's stopped. Don't know which one to order. Well, I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. I don't know if it's 21 or 23 on your motor spline. But I'd want to verify that, you know, to make sure before ordering one, for sure. Chattering though. Your battery's okay? Because a lot of times people describe battery as shuddering or stuttering. Keith, what's up, Tim? Hey, Tim. Keith from Nashville, checking in, sunny and hot. Yes, it is. Wouldn't it be funny if I was so good that the video is not frozen, that I was just standing there really, really still to make everybody think that, and all of a sudden I started moving? Wouldn't that be cool? Brand new lithium, Donald says. Oh, okay. Well, then you're probably right then. I mean, I'm not there. You're there listening to it. And are you sure you didn't spin a hub? Have you checked that? Because you know it's more likely to spin a hub than it is spin an input shaft or a motor coupler. So you know what I mean by spinning a hub? Like check the driver's side hub and make sure the axle's not spinning inside the hub. That's weaker than the motor coupler. Manny Potts, what's going on, Manny? Yeah, we got a video problem, Manny. I don't know what it is. Hey, Tina Wilson says, got any orange hats yet? Yeah, I know, video's frozen. Now, we don't have any orange ones yet, Tina. That's going to be in the next batch, though. You would still see the oil dripping from your Yamaha. Okay. No, it's something on my end or something on OBS, man. I'm not sure. Just checking. Did you get my picture, David Irwin? Tell me what the picture was, David. Check Facebook. Daryl Kimbler. What's going on, Daryl Kimbler? Thank you for stopping in again. We're having you stopped in on a day when we got a video problem, but the video's frozen, but we'll get it fixed for next week. But thank you for stopping in. Okay. What did I do last? Number 9. First golf cart. There's a camper in the background. I think I did, David. I seem to remember that one. You sent it to 00. Joe Foster, Taco Tim. What's going on, Joe Foster? If you haven't noticed, Joe, we're having a video problem, but we're going to keep going. Number 9 is from Andy. I have a 2003 Easy Go Kart. If I need to replace the batteries, would you go with a single lithium or what kind? Thank you for your input. And it's from Andy. Well, we were just talking about that, Andy. We sell here at Golf Cart Garage, we sell eco lithiums. We also sell Crown, lead acid, and so if you're thinking of going lithium, eco lithium would be a good way to go. Well, they're actually 10% off at our website right now, across the board. In fact, the price is already factored in. So you go to golfcartgarage.com and look at the ecos, and they're going to be 10% off their normal price. So now it might be a good time for some people to go lithium. No, Fish, it's not going to be that. Not in my opinion. I don't see any way that that could cause that. I don't see any way it could be the forward and reverse, because that's just an electronic push button forward and reverse. There's no way that it could reduce speed or whatever you told me. I can't remember exactly what you told me now. I have to back up here. Yeah, going slow and forward, I got you. See if he can push it without it resisting, Fish, and it could be a speed sensor issue. See if he can, just push the cart and see if it will freewheel. If it freewheels, it's very likely that it's a speed sensor issue on the end of the motor. If it tries to hold him back or hold you back electronically when you try to push it, then the speed sensor is working correctly. 2012, this is from Stewart. Club car precedent. It has an extended body to seat 6. The motor was replaced with a stronger motor from the original. Ran on 48 volts. Want to confirm I have chosen the proper lithium battery with the 12 volt adapter, assuming I need it for headlights and taillights. Want to know if there's anything else I need to consider or any mods needed for the car. No. You're on the right track. You didn't tell me what size battery you're thinking about getting. That would be the only thing. Since this car is not considered stock, this is a 2012 precedent. Well, first of all, I'm saying it's not stock because it is extended and it can seat 6 people. So the motor was replaced with a stronger motor, so that's going to pull a little bit more. The fact that you're going to carry around a lot of weight that means it's going to pull a little bit more. And when I say pull a little bit more, I'm talking about amps. It's going to be pulling a little bit more amps. So in that case, I would not go with the smallest lithium setup. I would go with a little bit bigger, which would be a 105 amp hour. That'd be a good setup for that car. 105 amp hour or bigger. If you don't need a whole ton of range, then get the 105 amp hour. But if you wanted even more range, you could go bigger than that. But I wouldn't recommend the 60 amp hour or one of the small ones for that setup, because you're carrying around so much weight and the motor being more powerful. Yeah, push it in run mode, Fish Breath, and see if it holds, see if it tries to hold you back electronically. See if it resists. If it does not, then it could be a speed sensor. All right, that was number 10. Let's see if our other graphics are working. If you'd like to buy a hat from Golf Cart Garage, you can. See about my hat graphic. There's the hat graphic. You can get one of those. Go to golfcartgarage.com. There's some hot links in the description of this video, or I don't know if you can call this a video, or maybe call it. There's hot links in the description of this photograph of me just standing there that take you straight to the hats. If you'd like to purchase one, we do give them away on this channel occasionally. We gave one away recently. We will be giving another one away coming up pretty soon. So, but if you want to buy one, you can. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at the pictures that Jeffrey sent me. Let's see some pics. Jeffrey sent me these pictures of this custom rig. I thought it was very interesting. It's an RV, and somebody had to make a matching golf cart for it. And they had to go through a lot of trouble. You ready for this? All right, here we go. Bam. This is a shortened, lowered, and narrowed Club Car DS to fit inside of this matching RV right here. And I'll show you the next pic here in a second. Just want you to check that out. Is that sweet or what? That's pretty sweet. All right, well, you ready? That's pic 1. All right, now here's pic 2. Bam, look at that. It fits in there. You can, you know, completely in there. But I can tell that it's narrowed. I can tell because of the front tires being up under the fender wells as far as they are. You know, yeah, that's shortened and narrowed and lowered. That is cool. They really, really wanted to bring their golf cart with them when they travel in order to go through that much trouble. That was very, very important. You can see where some people's priorities are, and that was definitely a priority in their life in order to bring that golf cart to go through that much trouble. The steering column comes off. Oh, okay, cool. So, oh yeah, the steering must come off, yeah. Steering column comes off. Yeah, the RV is probably free as long as you buy the cart. Yeah, that's correct. That's pretty cool though. That took a lot of fabrication and a lot of time invested. Yeah, that'd be a pretty sweet car on 72. I was talking to some people today. Let me close that down. I guess I might as well leave it up because I'm still frozen. It's just as easy to leave that one up than it is me. I was talking to some people today that had an E-Z-GO TXT 2006, and they said that it was 72 volts. And I said, no way. And they said, yes, wait. And said it had 6 12-volt batteries in it. And I said, well, you realize it did not come that way, right? I said, they didn't make it a 72 volt in that year. They didn't make anything with 6 12-volt batteries in that year. And so anyway, they ended up sending me some pictures, and what it was, this is what it turned out to be. This was a normal EasyGo PDS with stock controller. It did have 6 12-volt batteries in there. 3 of the batteries were in series to make 36 volts. The next 3 of the batteries, I'm talking about 6 12-volt batteries. That's what had 3 batteries in series, 3 more batteries in series, and then those 2 battery packs, those 2 36-volt battery packs were hooked together in parallel. So in other words, it had 6 12-volt batteries in it, but it was still just 36 volts. Now, why somebody would go through all that trouble thinking they were going to outsmart the system when the system, you know, is 6 6-volt batteries? The only reason I can think of, just from over the years talking to people, I have found that they think it's cheaper. They think it's cheaper to get 6 12-volt batteries or 3 12-volt. You know how often people try to get away with running 3 12-volt batteries? Well, you can do the same thing with 6 12-volt batteries, because the con on 3, the major con, is that it is your range is going to be very, very short compared to 6 6-volt batteries. You're not going to have very much range. So in order to combat the range, you could put another 3 12s in there, so you could and hook them in parallel. So in other words, you would have 6 12-volt batteries, but it's still just a 36-volt pack because of the way they're wired, and therefore you compensated for the range of just having 3 12s. So your range is compensated for now. You've got decent range. But the problem is those batteries are not going to last near as long as 6 6-volt batteries, and you end up not saving any money because you end up replacing your batteries twice as often. So anyway, I've run across that a couple of times with people that had that problem, but they didn't know what they had. Brandon Guthrie, what's going on, Brandon? Jeffrey says a lot of TIG welding went on there. Yep. Suddenly hard brake while on full throttle, sometimes right out of the gate key on off replicates the issue. Hard brake and beeping. It also can drive for a long time when it won't do it. I replaced the M-core and the solenoid. Purchased the Curtis 13 programmer to get trouble codes. Code reader says main dropout. Fully charged batteries come on at 51. The controller shot. Is the controller shot? What am I missing? Main dropout. They're talking about the solenoid. I remember talking to you about this. That's why I said, see if you can duplicate it by turning the key off, because that's going to make the solenoid unclick. And that's what that main dropout is. They're talking about the main solenoid is dropping out. Now, in that electrical system, yes, your controller is involved in that circuit that makes that solenoid come in and go out. So you're probably on the right track there. If you're sure there's nothing wrong with your solenoid, then you could have a controller issue. Stephen Coons, building my big cart with 9 12-volt deep cycle batteries. 9, what's that come out to? That's what are you going to do? Oh, you're doing it 3 36-volt packs is what you're saying, right, Stephen? Let me check over here. Tina Wilson's. Oh, let me back up over here. I'm missing some people. David Tony. What's going on, David Tony? Finally figured out my squirrely lifted G22. After spending an hour in the front end aligning and tightening, it's straight and 40 miles per hour now. I have to stop doing wheelies. Ah, that's good. That's cool, David. Galactic Technologies, what's up? Is anyone making cloth removable tops that snap on or roll up? I don't think so, but that would be a good idea. That would be a good product. That's not readily available anyway. Daryl Kibler on Facebook. I have put 4 12 deep cycle batteries in my golf cart, and when I first put them in, great power grade tour about 2 weeks ago. I lost that initial torque and speed. I still have pretty good speed. I have brand new controller, new cell, Illinois new foot switch, What could be the problem? Batteries are less than a year old. Well, 412s, deep cycle. Check when you start losing, Daryl. When you feel like you've lost that initial torque, that's when you need to check your batteries. Now, and alligator, get you some alligator clip leads and clip them onto your voltmeter and put the voltmeter up in the seat with you. Now this is after you start feeling like you're losing torque, because you need to eliminate one of your batteries as being the issue. You could have one cell in one of those batteries that's weak, that goes out before any of the other ones, that could cause what you're saying. Let's see, Tina Wilson, Tim, what do you have to do to get your golf cart license for road driving? You're going to have to check with your DMV, Tina, your particular DMV. It's going to be, they all have their own rules. So you need to check with the DMV and see what they say. They probably have a sheet that has a list of things that you need to do. And then you bring it up there and get it checked out. Galactic Text is an industrial sewing machine. Have a client wanting a cloth top. I may just have to get into the making top. I think it would be cool, cloth top, and it be easy to take off. Comes out really heavy to really heavy. Got batteries for free, 3 packs. Yeah, you're gonna do three 36 volt packs. That's what I was asking. Weight doesn't matter on that cart. Well, yeah, if you get the batteries for free, give it a try. I mean, I know it'll work. I actually, in my race car right now, my race car is wired for 48 volts, but it is there's 12 batteries in there. So I have 4 48 volt packs. Wait, is that right? 4, 8, 12. No, I got 3. I got 3 48 volt packs in parallel. That's what's in it right now. D-Max says stop messing around with lead acid. Suspension for carts with lithium batteries. Fish, yeah, I can tell you hadn't been here in a while, Fish, if you're going to ask that question, because we've talked about that. I think we've talked about that in every episode since the last time probably since the last time I spoke with you. But yeah, that's a product that I think is missing in the golf cart aftermarket world, is complete suspension systems for lithium swapped golf cars. Softer suspension systems, designed for 300 pounds less weight. What materials is used for leaf spring suspension in golf carts? It's some kind of steel, Kalakal. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's going to be steel. Backing up here just to make sure, see if I missed anything. Eight-passenger cart, heavy suspension. Yeah, it would have to be for that, for sure. All right. Looks like everything is working there. Adding lead plates or some kind of weight. My cart rides so stiff. Well, that's about the only thing that we can do nowadays, Fish. And it's sad because you're missing one of the pros, of going lithium, and because one of the major pros is the reduction in weight. And then people are having to, the cart rides so stiff that you're having to add weight back into it. It's still a more powerful battery. There's still pros, even if you add weight back into it, but it's almost like you need to put your lead acid batteries back in there and put the lithium battery somewhere else if you want your cart to ride, decent. Stephen Coon says cobalt spring steel is what the leaf springs are made out of. Jeffrey says find a 300-pound friend to make up the weight difference. There you go. That would work too. Let's see if the video's still frozen. Yep, it is. Just 8 more. All right, so let's see here. There's the questions. If you'd like to contact us at golfcartgarage.com for any reason, here's the contact information I'm running right now. There's the email address, support@golfcartgarage.com. If you need to send something directly to me, then you can put attention Tim on that email at that address. There's the 1-800 number for Golf Cart Garage. If you need to send something, if you want to make sure you send something directly to me, send it to 00timfreeman@gmail.com. Also, got the new coupon. See if it'll run, because it's a moving thing. Let's see if it runs. There we go. Bam. Here's the new coupon. Get 5% off any parts you order at golfcartgarage.com if you use the coupon code TIM23. TIM23. This code expires on August the 23rd, 2024. 5% off any parts you order. TIM23. All right. Get leaf springs narrowed by a machine shop. Hey, that's true. You could leave the ends on your leaf springs. Leave the leave the ends the correct width so they can be mounted. They can be mounted in the front because it's still the same width. But you take out about a ½ inch or a ¼ inch off of each side of the leaf spring lengthwise. That would reduce the rigidity. That's exactly right. You could do that. It's going to take a pretty hefty machine to cut that leaf spring long ways like that. Because if you tried to grind that out, you'd be grinding forever. But yeah, that would take out some of the stiffness. I'm going to start telling people that one. Thank you for helping me figure that out there, Stephen. I think that is a good idea. Just take some of the steel away from your existing leaf spring. That would work. Now the problem is that this is guesswork. How much steel to take away, we don't know. So I need one of you guys to do it. And not only do I need one of you guys to do it, I need one of you guys to go too far, so we know how much too far it is. Is a ¼ inch on both sides too much? That's what I need to know. That's what I'm talking about, Rob. We gotta know the cut too much point. You gotta know how much off would be too much. So you definitely would need to do it a little at a time. Jeffrey ran his 5-inch cutoff wheel across the back of his arm. Could have used a couple of stitches, but he did it myself. Well, you got to be careful there. There are spring shops out there that make custom springs. I've had custom springs made in the past. Okay, well that would be cool. Just bring them one of your leaf springs and say, I need this made, but it needs to be less rigid. Steven says grinding will take temper out. Yeah, that's true. I would need to mill ¼ inch off each side, leave middle intact. We did that on my brother's car. Yeah, that's a good idea. They give no help to the suspension. Thing rides like a go-kart. MJ Dunn. That's what we've talked about many times, MJ. That's what we're trying to figure out. And Steven's idea seems to be the best one I've heard yet. Needs to be done with a mill though, because it will take out, if you grind it just like a lawnmower blade. You know, when you're sharpening a lawnmower blade, you can't do it too fast or you'll mess up the what's it called, the temper? Is that what it is, Stephen? Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it, but I'm going to check. Yep, hats. Oh, go to golf cart. Got a couple of other things before we get out of here. Go to golfcartgarage.com. I told you about the eco batteries that we sell, the lithium. They're 10% off. Price is already factored in. I showed Jeffrey's pics of the RV and the modified cart. At Golf Cart Garage, we actually have what is going on, we have a garage sale going on. And you look for the garage sale. We've got some products in the garage sale that are being sold at discounted prices for one reason or another. There may be some scratch and dent products in there. There may be some discontinued products in there that we've had a long time. So, but anyway, go to the garage sale. You'll find it. Just go to golfcartgarage.com and look for the garage sales link and see if there's anything in there that you might be interested in. Also, our double take products are still going on. They are up to 15% off on double take products. They're different. They have different sales going on those. So take a look at those. Have Whitesboro Spring and have not had time to see them about what they could come up with. Stephen Coon says he's done it to 3 carts so far. Maybe I need to make an ad and sell. Yes, Stephen, that is, you do. Like on an Easy Go, you're going to need to do the back 2 leaf springs, and you're going to need to do something with the front too, because you know they're stiff up there too. So, but you could do that. You could sell the modification. I'll tell you what, Stephen, why don't you make it easy on yourself? Why don't you just sell the plans? That way you don't even got to do it. You know, you sell the plans, like it says in detail instructions on what exactly needs to be done, and then they could take the plans and go to the machine shop and have them do it, unless you just want to do it, unless you just like it. Joe Foster, Tim, what is the full voltage on a 36-volt cart after a full charge? Well, the full voltage on a 6-volt battery is 6.37. All right, so it's going to be, now that's after it's resting. So it's a 6.37 times 6 equals, it should be showing about 38.22, Joe. Now that's after rest. And when you first unplug the charger, it's going to show more than that. But after like 12 hours of rest, a fully charged cart will show, fully charged 36-volt cart should be showing about 38.22. He takes off if you scroll up, MJ, Stephen Coon said he takes off a 1/4 inch off each side. Fish said he'll buy a set for his Club Car Precedent helmet. He'll be first on the list. You could sell it, Stephen. You could do it. You could sell a bunch of those. Just depends on how hard you want to work, because I know it's not easy what you're talking about doing, but it just depends on how hard you want to work. I guess it wouldn't be too bad if people sent you their existing leaf springs, if they brought you their existing leaf springs and said just do the modification to these. It's up to you how much you want to work or how much you want to get involved. Do you want to buy inventory and have them all ready to go and just ship them out, or what? But you could definitely sell them. Do TXTs and do TXTs, DSs, and precedents. And you'd have to, let's see, on an RXV with the coilovers and Yamahas with the coilovers, you'd have to come up with something there to, maybe cut some of the coilover out and then re-stretch it or something. To get an accurate reading, D-Max, you should wait. There is definitely a wait time, and it's about 12 hours before you'll have a completely accurate reading. Now, that is unless you want to burn it off. You know, that's what they do at the racetrack. You know, they've been racing electric vehicles for a lot longer than people, you know, give it credit for. A lot of people don't realize all that. Now, since the invention of lithium, or since lithium batteries have been all over the place, that everything gets learned about at the racetrack, including lithium. So as soon as they introduced lithium at the racetrack for racing electric vehicles, they had to figure out a way to get the voltage down, because lithium is able to be charged up higher than lead acid. In other words, a 36 volt lithium pack can even be charged up higher than 38 point something volts. Well, that would have given someone an advantage in the 36 volt class, you know, because the lithium racing is based on what voltage class you're in. So they had to figure out some rules. Well, the lithium guys, sometimes they'd charge their pack fully charged, and then it would not qualify because it was too high. So because that gives them an advantage. So they had to burn off some of that voltage to where when they went up to the staging lanes and the tech guy tests the voltage, that they're not out of range. They got to be in the same range that the other car is in order for it to be fair. So you can burn it off if you don't want to wait 12 hours, is what I'm saying. Never tried club car. Well, the leaf springs on a club car are the stock leaf spring is just a single leaf. So it would be just as easy in the rear. Now the front is just a single spring. So there's only one spring in the front of a DS I'm talking about. So it wouldn't be any more difficult, Stephen, for a club car. MJ says, thinking it would be easier just to let the wife go off or die. Yeah, Stephen, this is what you could do for a test. Go ahead and make up some for a DS or a TXT. Go ahead and do some. Cut them. Have them ready to go, and put them on Facebook under one of the golf cart sections and explain what they are. This is rear springs for a lithium swapped car. You know, say something like, does your lithium swapped car drive like a tank now because of the weight change? Well, here's the answer. Some softer leaf springs, custom made. Precedents have a single leaf in the front also. So yeah, that wouldn't be any more difficult than a TXT. It doesn't sound like to me, Stephen. You should do that and let us know how that goes. Okay, Facebook is done. YouTube is done. All right, guys. Sorry about the video. We'll try to get that worked out. See if we can get that worked out. Let me unlock this, close that there. Okay. All right. Need a bushing to remount the spring. Now he's not taking out the bushing area, MJ. He's leaving that alone. He's just cutting down the lengthways of the spring, but leaving the mounting points the same size, so they still mount up exactly the way that they were. That's the beauty of it, is that they still mount up the exact same. Yeah, all this, Steven says, I stiffened in my personal cart for pulling trailers. Yeah, most of the time, you know, all the way up until lithium, everybody just needed to stiffen their leaf springs. Nobody ever needed to soften them. I never had anybody say, man, my cart never had anybody with a lead acid cart say that they needed to soften their ride, you know, unless they had put like the low profile tires and stuff, you know, and that's all you can do there. But when you start getting lithium and low profile tires, that's when you start getting into a tank. All right, guys, I'm going to be out of here. Hopefully I can get with Iman. There was width, not thickness. Yeah, yep, I understand. Joe, yeah, that's right. Narrows the width, not the thickness. It'd probably be easier that way too on a milling machine, just to narrow the width. Cutting on length between ends and middle. Yep. All right, Jeff. Thanks for the pictures, man. All right, Fish. Yep, that's what's cool about it, Stephen, is that all mounting points stay the same. All right, I am going to be out of here. Sorry about the video, but we will get it worked out, like I said. I will see everybody next week, next Tuesday. The garage is now closed.